All right, we are back, and I guess once people start coming on, looks like they've taken the live tile out of the game, which is okay. That's fine. Let's go ahead and go into franchise mode, and we are going to let's go ahead and start a new franchise. Actually, let's delete some of these cloud franchises that we got. All right, so delete this one. That's the one we just made. So let's go ahead and start a franchise and talk about. But let's just talk about sort of what we expect or what can we expect from Madden NFL 18. Let's go ahead and skip this. Yo, big shout out to Orin3530 for the follow. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate the follow. Hunter Iggy says, how many YouTubers got their face scanned for NBA Live 18 at the event? I'm not at liberty to talk about the event until Thursday. So expect to see some stuff from me Thursday as far as that event goes. But it was a great event. It was a great event. So when it comes to franchise mode, I feel it's fine for. I feel like it's fine for those who to come out here and the first thing you choose is your team. So I'm going to choose the Redskins. And then we talked about this. We talked about like using a custom coach. Hopefully in Madden NFL 18, they will have the ability to create, like do face scan like NBA Live 16 did. Yeah, I agree with you, Oren. The year-end awards need to be tweaked, but I also believe there should be a better way to display awards as well. Especially if it's because you never like there needs to be a way to be able to see, who won the Super Bowl the previous years, who won all the, different awards the previous years. There's no real way to do that. So let's go ahead and customize my coach. If you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel, you saw me create a coach in Head Coach 09, and it's way different from this right here. So we'll go ahead and accept and continue. That's fine with the playbooks. But I mean, like, just the body types, the faces, all of those in Head Coach 09 were really good. Really well done. Yeah, straight shot. A weekly wrap-up show would be awesome. Not sure. It's kind of tough because when you have a weekly wrap-up show, it's like, what do you do? Do you how much information do you put in that weekly wrap-up show? And so I think that's what you get into right there. We need a best tight end award, a comeback player award. I don't know if you need a best tight end award, But I guess, I mean, if that's something that they have in real life, then I'm all for it.
Your season starts now.
So a lot of commissioners, and this is what we talked about earlier before I got cut off. But a lot of commissioners don't like the way that the league starts right now. So right now I'm actually simming to season week 1 in the preseason, so that should take care of all my cuts and stuff. But the problem is when you want to advance guys, when you want to have a lot of guys in your league, let's say you have a full 32-man league, the league starts after the commissioner joins. And I mean, I know you can't see it here, but if we go to like the transaction logs, like the transaction logs are already filled with a whole bunch of stuff going on. So like, even if I started in preseason week 1, season 1, preseason week 1, there's already a whole bunch of transactions that have happened that shouldn't happen. And I think that's one of the biggest frustrations for a commissioner when this happens. But even if I, go to the regular week, I still should be able to invite guys, and the league stands still until I invite all the guys. Tight ends are grouped with wide receivers, so it's impossible to win it as a rookie for XP. Not sure about that. It might not be impossible. I don't know if you want to say impossible. I had a tight end. I think he came in second in Rookie of the Year. But all right, let's go ahead and go back. So I think number 1 out the gate, a commissioner needs to be able to invite everybody in his league before the league starts. They had this 3 years ago, but I think what happened is they wanted more onboarding. They wanted, there to be more people that played it. And so a lot of people would make leagues, but then not start the league. And so they wanted the leagues to start to I guess, get numbers or something. So they put in this new onboarding that says, hey, when someone starts the league, they just go ahead and start. All right, so let's take a look at task number 2. Task number 2 is set season goals. Now, how would you like this to be different in Madden NFL 18? For me, I would like to see this based on your last year's record. So if you have a sorry team, I think getting 7 wins might be actually, a good thing. I mean, it might be, something that you're building towards. And it shouldn't be, and you should get, a lot more XP for getting those 7 wins. Like, let's say the year before you only got 3 wins, and the year before that you only got 3 wins. Well, you know what? If you can get 7 wins from 3 wins, maybe that's something that can be done. So maybe a plus instead of the number of wins. How about a +4? To say, okay, you know what? We're going to win 4 more games than we did last year. Maybe that's what we do. Commish needs to be able to edit draft picks because they messed up Bradford to Vikings trade and Commish was powerless, along with suspensions of owners and draft picks. So yes, I definitely believe I'm with you right there, Oren. There definitely needs to be a way for commissioners to have more control over what happens in their leagues. Like they need to be able to take draft picks away from people. They need to be able to suspend players. They need to be able to maybe even fine commissioners, fine owners. So maybe if you got an owners league, you want to fine the owner because he didn't do something right. Bottom line, there needs to be more stuff for your commissioners. All right, so let's go to, and see, this is the other thing I don't understand. Usually if you get 11 wins, you're probably going to make the playoffs. So then when you choose this one, make the playoffs, you get the same XP, but your chance of being fired is different. So if I get 11 wins, what's the point of even going to make the playoffs when you could just say, you know what, I'm going to get 11 wins? But I guess the thing is, I guess you can make the playoffs with lower amount of wins. I don't know. Let's choose 11 wins. But I feel overall season goals are okay. I really don't have a problem with the setting your season goals. I mean, maybe I would like to see some other statistics added on there. So instead of just having how many wins you get, maybe allow, how many passing touchdowns you get, or how many rushing touchdowns you get, or if you ranked in the top 5 in offense, or if you're ranked in the top 5 in defense. Different things to, get you more XP. So let's say instead of it saying, objective 10 wins, now it says, lead the league in top 5 D, or have a top 5 offense, and you get so many points. Or say, you know what, I'm going to come in the middle of the pack with offense, so I get less points. Or let's say, you know what, I'm just starting out, I'm not going to be that good, I'm probably going to be in the bottom half of the league and get this many. But also, maybe, if you don't get those points, like let's say you say, you know what, I'm going to get top 5 defense in the league, and that should give you 700 XP. But let's say if you don't make it, then you get minus 200 XP. Something like that. But I think there should be more goals for the year than just wins. I mean, we all know that the number one goal of most teams in the NFL is to win their division. So where is that in here? I mean, I know it says make the playoffs, reach divisional round, make it to the Super Bowl, reach conference championships. But there's nowhere where it says, you know what, I just want to win the division. I don't care if I have 8 wins and win the division, 9 wins, 10 or 11 wins and win the division. I just want to win my division. And so that's where I think, I think that's where they can come up with some more stuff as far as that. So let's go ahead and set our objectives to 9 wins and commit our goal for the year. Again, guys, give me your questions. Make sure you go to, I'm going to put the URL of the video in the chat. But guys, I need your help. I need your questions that you want me to send or to ask EA when I go to EA Play. Right now, I have 47 comments on this video. It should be more. I'm put that video URL in the chat. Make sure you go out to that video right there, listen to the video, and then tell me what your questions are for me so I can ask the devs at EA. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the next order of business. And for me, the next order of business is game planning. And I feel like EA could do a lot with game planning. Big shout out to the Pats Fan YouTube following. Appreciate that. Welcome to Shop Nation. You are watching Game Changers Live. And in this episode, this session of Game Changers Live, we're talking about CFM, and specifically we're talking about EA Play. I'm going to EA Play. I leave Thursday morning, so I'll be there from Friday through Tuesday, and I want to know what questions. I'm going to have exclusive access to the devs at EA, the devs that make Madden, the devs that make NBA Live, and I want to know what your questions are. I want to know, what things I should be looking at, but more importantly, I want to know what questions should I be asking the devs. I want to make sure that I get everybody's questions in. And in a few, we're going to go over some of the questions that people have been asking, and we'll take a look. And I mean, I know I'm going to get a lot of questions, and some of them I may be able to answer. But for the most part, I want to be able to ask the devs. I want Rex to be the one to tell you your answer to your questions. Rex is the creative director of Madden NFL 18, 17, and 18. And so I think it's going to be important to interview him and get his thoughts on the game, and specifically CFM. I mean, we haven't heard anything about CFM, so we're definitely going to be targeting that. Big shout out to EA for putting the tile up on in the game. So let's go back to our franchise. D-Mob says, take a look at the auto subs and the formation sub screens to see how they could be better. So yeah, we're gonna touch on that in a bit. But first, I want to go to game planning. So we'll do game planning, and then we'll go ahead and look at the formation subs.
An offensive and defensive game plan has been pre-selected each week once you have made your game.
All right, so here's where I would love to see game planning different in Madden NFL 18. I feel like these stats right here are not indicative of what that player does. I like the fact that they tell me how many, where they rank offensively and defensively. So if you see right here, they rank 4th in passing offense, 4th in rushing offense. And it tells me who their deep threat is. I mean, everybody knows the deep threat. And then defense, it tells you, okay, they're 4th in sacks and 4th in interceptions, 83 overall. But I want to, are they a top 5 defense? I mean, just because they get their 4th in sacks and 4th in interceptions doesn't mean that they're a top 5 defense. Again, these tendencies, these offensive and defensive tendencies, I don't think they're really indicative of what that player or the computer runs for this team. But I think it's only taken from first down statistics, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that's where it needs to change. It needs to be everything. It needs to be, I want to see, if it's 3rd and long, what's your go-to play? The thing is, EA holds, if you go into, you can view highlights of the game. So why can't they just save those big plays for game planning so that I can see, what those big plays are? D-Mob says, yo, big shout out to Aiden Tot Heat. I don't even know what that says. But big shout out to him. Welcome to Shop Nation. D-Mob says, mostly the auto subs, drills should only be able to be run once. Tutorial should be unlimited, but drills should be one chance and shouldn't get simmed. Get full XP if you sim your drills. So you feel like you shouldn't get full XP if you sim your drills. I don't agree with that. I think you still. I like the drills the way they are. I think one thing is there's a number of them, but the one thing I will say is that I don't like the fact that I can't choose, offensive lineman and tight end. There are some combinations that still are not able to get all together. Appreciate Hook'em Horns for following. Appreciate you, brother. So that's what I want to see. I want to see more combinations between the offense and defensive stuff. I feel like defense is okay, but still, there's no wide receiver tight end. Oh no, there's a wide receiver tight end. I think there's no offensive line tight end. So let's take a look at the offensive line. So you got offensive line running back, 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 quarterback wide receiver. offensive line, quarterback, offensive line, running back. So there's no offensive line tight end. There's no offensive line tight end. Lewis DeBlake asks, are you worried that CFM will be more or less the same in 18 since we have not heard any news yet? No, I'm not worried. We usually don't hear anything until CFM starts. And I think already you can see that there's already some things that have come out that are just probably more on their important list than CFM. I mean, you got Mutt Squads came out, which is really big. And so, they haven't even said anything about story mode as well. So, that doesn't mean that it's not better. Well, there hasn't been a story mode. So, but, I'm not worried. Now, I'll be worried if I get down to EA Play and they say, hey, Shop, you know what? We can't really have you play CFM this year at EA Play, and if they don't start answering my questions. So, big shout out to Debo Johnson for the follow. Appreciate it. So, I'm not that worried, Lewis. I'll be worried after EA Play and we're still not hearing everything. Like, I feel like at EA Play, we should know everything that's in CFM by then. But who knows? Quaylon Jones says, my two questions is, number one, can we change the weather online? And number two, do we get to see what team opponent chooses online? Okay, I see what you're saying. So this is for head-to-head. I don't think you're going to be able to change your weather. And I actually think they're going to keep head-to-head the same as it should be. And I agree with you, Mike Charles. These should be done in minicamp. Like, all these drills would be great to do in the off season in minicamp. So really, for me, I don't have any problem with the offense and defensive game planning and how you started and simulating and stuff like that. Here's another change that I would like to see in Madden NFL 18 or in future Maddens. I would like to see the ability to, let's say, I want to focus. Let's say somebody gave this example on Twitter. Like, let's say you're going against the Cowboys and they have arguably the best offensive line in football. I want to focus on my defensive line. Not necessarily 3 players, but I want to focus on my defensive line. But I feel like even if you did that, I mean, you still can do that this way. So you can still focus on your defensive line, and your defensive line will benefit from the group. Big shout out to Irvis Kale and Quaylon JXX for the follow. You can try to do the drills many times as you want until you get a goal. Then you can sim it for a goal for the rest of the time you got that team. See, I don't see anything wrong with that, D-Mob. I don't see anything wrong with doing that. So, free practice. I feel like free practice, right now, you can't play defense on free practice. And I feel like there needs to be some kind of scenarios on free practice. 22-2 asks, can we earn MUT coins in online ranked games, kind of like 2K, you earn VC? We'll see. Put that question in the comment section of this video right here, and I will definitely ask a dev that. What's up, Scott? How you doing, man? So that's the one thing about practice mode. You can't play defense. You should be able to play defense. The other thing that I would like to see from practice mode is just the ability to run certain kind of drills. Like, I want to run a 2-minute drill or a 1-minute drill, or I want to, say it's 1st and 10 on the 20. I want to be able to get it in, at a certain rate. So, That's what I would like. That's me that follow you on Twitch. Appreciate that, Quaylon. Appreciate that. Dang, I can't go back, but Jerdy Lee says upset players not resigning or re-signing or holding. Yeah, there needs to be some kind of player. It definitely needs to be some kind of player personality trait. Yeah, I know you can flip sides in free practice mode, but you should be able to do it from here. Like, you should be able to do it from this screen right here and not flip sides. What's up, yo mama? How you doing, man? So, all right, let's go back and let's talk about formation subs in Madden NFL 17 and what's wrong with it and how it needs to be better in Madden NFL 18. So if we go to coach and we go to formation subs, I think one of the biggest things with formation subs is that you can't use it for creative playbooks. Like, I hope they get that fixed. I hope they fix that in CFM this year. Because right now is broken. You can't use custom playbooks, and it really hurts because I think a lot of people, especially in CFMs, use custom playbooks. What's up, Jedi? How you doing, man? Jedi says, tell the devs to fix the glitch where when you go to resign a player, only let you sign to the practice squad and not resign them. Mike Charles says, I think when you run plays in free practice, you get some awareness boost for the game. Right. Yeah. I mean, not in practice mode. I don't think you get any kind of boost in free practice mode. I mean, I think you get it when you run those drills, when you run the other drills. Quaylon Jones says, I really wish they would add more plays in these playbooks. The Saints and the Cowboys, the same exact plays since about Madden 12. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. Man, I hope EA gives the ability to lock free agents, or at least have it locked upon starting a CFM. Yeah, I mean, we talked about that when I first logged on. That's one of the first things that, and one of the things that we have been telling them for quite some time now is that I understand they want to onboard players. They want to onboard players so they can get to starting quickly. But you're really putting the commissioner in a bind when you start the league as soon as they sign up before they can get everybody in, because the computer goes and makes trades, the computer releases players, the computer signs players. So by the time that person gets his squad, the computer's already done some stuff to it. So let's go ahead and take a look at these formation subs. Again, for the most part, I like the fact that they show the attributes for the different players and stuff, and even show the development of those certain players. The one thing I wish is that they didn't reset, that you could use it for custom playbooks, and that's it. That's it. They just needed to work with custom playbooks. I think if you bring custom playbooks into formation subs, you'll be fine. What else is wrong with formation subs in you guys' eyes? I feel like I'm missing something. Somebody said something earlier, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what somebody said. All right. Jedi Capricorn says, I use customs in every game. Got the Glow says, I really want create a play back in. Yeah, create a play was pretty awesome. Jedi says, bring back custom stadium sounds to Madden NFL. Great feature from NCAA where MP3 music played at key points in the game. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I love it. You could customize touchdown music and everything. I mean, that is cool. Special teams. What was wrong with special teams? What's wrong with special teams, D-Mob? Auto subs is what needs to be fixed. Yes, I believe auto subs was a problem as well. Oh, in special teams, you can't change the different font. I got it. So you got punt tight, but you don't have the other punt stuff. Oh, and you can't do that's right, you can't do the kickoff team. Auto subs is what needs to be fixed. The other issue is with auto subs, even with the percentage filled to the max, you still don't get the right subs. Yeah, so I don't know. My man Sim told me I needed to go check out NHL sliders, because NHL sliders are like a beast. Like they pretty much control everything. I feel like there's not enough sliders in the game. And maybe it's not that there's not enough sliders, but maybe there's not enough sliders that mean a whole bunch of stuff. So we're not talking about XP. I don't know why I went into that. What's up, Well Jester? How you doing? So I think the other thing that people want as well is to be able to turn this stuff off for the whole league. So it's not, see, that's the league settings. But I think a lot of guys, a lot of commissioners want to turn this stuff off. So they want to turn, make everybody do manual ball carrier special move. They want, make sure defensive auto strafe is off, defensive ball hawk is off, heat sinking. They want to make sure all these things are off. Yo, appreciate the follow. Appreciate the follow, Nunu346. Correct. More commish powers with gameplay settings. I would like to turn off kicking arc for my league as well. So yeah, see, all of those are things that, I feel like they should give commissions. This on-field visual, like all of these should be stuff that says, maybe not these two, maybe not the play call styling or the play call button layout, but maybe you want to turn off previous information for your game. Maybe you want to turn off, the visual feedbacks. So those are definitely stuff. Yeah, I know the kicking art is definitely something that people want to change for the whole league. And I agree. The more commissioner powers you have, the better they feel in control of their league. So, so last week we talked about our must 3 halves, and for me, The must-have for me is the renegotiating of salary. Right now, I would love to restructure people's salary based on how they're doing in the season or whatever. Or I want to be able to say, you know what, look, you're a long time guy. We want to be able to, keep you for the long haul, but we need you to take a pay cut. You're not putting in the same kind of effort you were when we got you, and it's your choice. You either take a pay cut or you leave. And then I think that's where you'll see, a lot of people make the correct moves for their team. Right now, I just don't think guys make the correct moves. I think guys they sign the guys that they want because they want them. They're not necessarily looking to see if it fits into their salary until 3 years later when they're crying about, I don't have no, I need more salary cap. Can you clear my salary cap? Yes, I want to be able to front load and back load contracts. Appreciate the follow, Tommy and Jester. Appreciate that. How you doing, Tonk? So yeah, I want to be able to, front load, back load contracts. I want to be able to give incentives. I want to be able to say, hey, you know what? If you score 13 touchdowns, I'll give you a bonus. Those things like that, even though ultimately in the end, you control whether that player gets a bonus or not. So maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe it's not a good idea that, they give, stuff to, contracts like that. But to me, that's realistic. To me, that's realistic that you are able to front load and back load contracts and be able to reward players, that meet their goals. So, all right. So yeah, I definitely want to be able to do that. I think the second thing that I want to see in Madden NFL 18, and guys, we are here today just so you can give your comments. If you have questions, I'm going to be at EA Play this weekend talking to the EA devs, talking about connected franchise and Madden, and I'm also very interested in NBA Live 18 as well. So if you have any questions that you want me to ask the devs, make sure you go to this video that I'm going to post right here in the chat. Go to this video and then put in the comment section what questions you want me to ask the devs. So that's what I want. That's definitely what I want. Let's see. All right. So I don't know what I did. Are my YouTube guys still there? Because I have no idea what just happened with my thing. All right. All right, cool. Who's my favorite team, Talk? My favorite team is the Redskins. So that's my favorite team. Player goals. All right, that's another good one to look at. And what let's see, not coach goals. You know what? Let's go to Rob Kelly, and let's go and look at his goals for Rob Kelly. All right, now let's look at his weekly goals. So his weekly goals is to start off the season right by scoring the TD, which is cool. But I think what happens is sometimes the weekly goals and the season goals get kind of eluded. So I'm trying to think. Let's say I'm a running team. Deshaun Jackson's goals should not be so much that he scores a whole bunch of touchdowns. Like his weekly goals, okay, is to get 40 yards. My problem is when you have sort of like a running quarterback, but his weekly goal is to throw 3 touchdowns. You know, in your running team, he's not going to throw. You don't want to throw 3 touchdowns. You might want to run for 3 touchdowns. So I think there needs to be a way that says, okay, you know what? Let's go here. So you know what? Rob Kelly is a trying to see where does it say. Okay, he's a balanced halfback. So if he's a balanced halfback, then he should be able to catch and run the football. So maybe his goal is to catch 1 touchdown or run for 1 touchdown and catch 5 passes out the backfield. That's a reasonable goal for him. But let's say I have a power back. He should have a different goal than that. Maybe his goals is to get a touchdown and break 3 tackles. Like those are the kind of things that we need to separate these players. Because if these players don't, fit your scheme, and we'll talk about scheme in a minute, then they shouldn't be doing well. So, he's a balanced back, but let's say I run a spread formation. Like he's just not going to do well in a spread formation, or he shouldn't do as well in a spread formation because he's a balanced back, or if he was a power back. All right. So we haven't gotten to scouting yet. So let's go ahead and jump to the next week, and then we'll jump to another week so that we can view scouting, because there's a couple of things with scouting that I want to address as well. Again, appreciate everybody checking into the stream. Make sure you please support our sponsors, Jerky Pro, Boss Boxes, and Insane Labs, by using the code INFOCUS at checkout to get a discount. So if you go to any of our sponsors' websites and use the code INFOCUS, you get a discount on any of the products that you had. All right, D-Mob says running backs need to have scrimmage yards goals, total touchdowns, yards per touch, combined goal. The commentators say your total number in the game should count for your dev. I couldn't agree more. I like the fact that the commentators are talking about, stats and stuff during the game, but there should be scrimmage yard goals. Zikapula 27 says balance back, 40 yards reception, 60 yards rushing for a goal. See, to me, that's reasonable. If he's a balanced back, that means he should be catching a little bit, maybe get 40 yards on a screenplay or something, and then 60 yards rushing for a goal. I don't have a problem with that. But the one thing I will say is I do like that they sort of go up each week. Like if you complete your goal, then your next goal, you have to get a little bit more. I do like that. What I don't like is this player regression. So it says Robert Kelly, and see, this is what I don't understand. Robert Kelly got -2 total attribute points for awareness because he got under 4 yards per carry. Okay, so you're telling me, let's say I made my goal, but because I got under 4 yards per carry, my awareness goes down? if that's the case, then make that one of my goals. Maybe my goal should be, okay, you have to carry over 4 yards per carry, and then that way when I don't, I can see, okay, you know what, I should have regressed. I want to be a game changer. DM Gaming on YouTube. What's up, DM Gaming? How you doing, man? Just keep grinding, dude. Just keep grinding. Build a relationship with the devs on Twitter. I'm telling you, that's how people become game changers now. Definitely build that relationship with the devs on Twitter. You going to EA Play? Yes. That's why I'm here. That's why I want to get the questions from you guys. Make sure you go out to this video, put in the comment section your question, and I will ask it to the devs. So yeah, ESPN screaming, I'm definitely going to EA Play. So excited. I leave out on Thursday, and it should be good. It should be good. It should be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Bad games absolutely should not have a permanent consequences unless you can earn enough XP in one game to get it back. You mean if you just have one bad game, it shouldn't hurt you? You shouldn't get two -2 points for under 4 carries? I understand you don't agree with that, D-Mob, but how else would you regress? Like, what is it that's going to make a player regress? I agree. But you don't see it with everybody. Like, for instance, Tom Brady can have a bad game, but he's not going to regress because he's a superstar. He's a superstar. What's up, Shaking Biscuit? Can be able to change draft classes to real people. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to do that. I know that's one of the things that people ask is, can you change the draft class? I don't think you're going to be able to do that yet. Like I said, DM Gaming, just go on Twitter and develop a great rapport with the guys, with the developers. Appreciate that, Buttercup 3886 for following. Welcome to Shop Nation. You're watching Game Changers live. Bro, I threw 4 picks with Flacco in one game and he lost 3 to his deep ball. He's 31 and his deep ball cost like $17K. Oh, and I see what you're saying. So what you're saying is that you can't get those points back. Like, he can't go and have an awesome 4-touchdown game and then his stuff goes up. Actually, I think it does. Yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on Madden 18 either, CJ. Everything should be performance-based at the end of the season. I agree. I think there's not enough balance. ESPN Screaming says we should just remove goals. Your boy XXYV92, appreciate the follow, man. Welcome to the stream. Everything should be performance-based at the end of the season. Remove goals. I don't know if removing goals is going to do it, though. I mean, if you remove goals, then nobody's really going to progress as fast as you would want them to. And I agree, some people, progress even faster than they should. Can you check out my YouTube channel and give advice? Yeah, I will, DM Gaming. I'll check it out tomorrow. All right, so let's go to scouting. Because scouting for me is a bugaboo. I don't really like scouting. Whoops. Yo, appreciate that ESPN Scream. Appreciate the follow, man. So here's what I don't like about the scouting. And I feel like this is where we need to start the introductory into schemes. In fact, let's go out to schemes real quick. Let's go back out.
Players have contracts that are about to expire. Resign them so you don't lose them to free agency.
All right, so under my coach, excuse me, and we go to schemes. So here's where you sort of pick your scheme, your offensive scheme and your defensive scheme. Here's where I feel like if these worked in the game the way they should, then people wouldn't be fighting over the same they wouldn't be fighting over the same players in the draft. So for instance, if I have a power run scheme on offense and defense, I have a zone blitzing 3-4. Let's see, and I go out to here, go out to scouting team, and I go to halfback. Like, this power back should be perfect for my scheme. But this one cut, this balance, one cut, speed back, like, they shouldn't be as good for my scheme, especially in these late rounds. Now, usually if there's a superstar, in the first round, it really doesn't matter where you put him, he's going to be good. But if you have schemes, if schemes actually mattered in the game, then let's say it's between this guy and this guy, and they both have similar attributes. They both have, let's say they both have the same attributes. I should pick this guy because he fits my scheme as a power back. And he should be able to progress faster because he's in a power back system. He's in a system that is fitted just for him. Whereas if I get Jarrell Davis, who's a one-cut player, there needs to be, I'm not saying that he should, be at a slow pace, but he should not progress as fast as somebody who fits my scheme does. And I feel like that's where schemes will matter if they just do that. If they just create something to that effect where, schemes matter in the game. You're right. Schemes don't matter right now. And they should. They should. Hold on, I think I missed somebody saying something. Want old school scouting back to where you can unlock attributes that you want to see. The schemes mean nothing right now. Draft should bring greater risk versus rewards. I agree. If there's a custom draft classes, wouldn't that eliminate scouting? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing I don't like about custom draft classes. If you have custom draft classes, wouldn't you know what everybody was rated? And it would eliminate scouting altogether? I don't know. And I'm with you, Jordan Ford. Jordan on YouTube says, I love the idea of not being able to increase a player's speed. So I feel like there should be caps for players. Like, if a guy comes in at an 88 speed, there's no way he should ever get to 96. Maybe if he comes in at an 88 speed, maybe he gets to 89, 90, maybe 91. But he should never be able to go past that. I feel like that with almost every attribute. Give the attribute the ability to go up certain stuff, especially physical attributes. Like, there's not too many guys that come into the league with a certain speed and then, increase their speed significantly. They might increase their speed a little bit, but not significantly. The same with other physical attributes. Like, I feel like all of these are things that he can work on. But he's not, guess what? He's not going to, he might get fatter, I guess. But he's not getting faster. He's not getting that much faster. There should be an option for both. EA needs to allow us to be able to scrimmage other user teams in CFM using our CFM teams instead of having to play regular online games against each other. Yes, export CFM team would be an awesome option. It would be an awesome option. That's something that we definitely have mentioned to the devs before. We would love to be able to export our CFM team and play against another CFM team in another league. You know, to see who would be better. Or even play somebody in our own league. Alright, now when it comes to renegotiating players, so if I'm renegotiating and his fair offer is 23.5, 10.7 signing bonus, 34 total. Like, he should be happy with this. But see, this is what I'm saying. Like, there's no indication. He's like, the contract length works, but that's it. Okay, but what do you want? Like, that's the fair offer, and he doesn't even want the fair offer. And usually, none of them like the fair offer. So I'm gonna give Vernon Davis the fair offer. See what he says. The contract length works, but that's it. He wants more money. So, scouting should show college stats for draft prospects. That would be nice to be able to see what their college stats were, especially for like a running back. I want to see how many carries that running back had in college. I want to see how many yards per, carry he had. I feel like those two things may determine whether I get that player or not. Scouting is not tailored for each team. No, it should be though. So yeah. The commissioner, I feel, should have the ability to lock and unlock free agency at will. All right, see you, Tom. Thanks for stopping by the stream, man. So yeah, I feel like the commissioner should be able to click something and say, you know what, free agency is closed for right now, and then open it up when he wants to. Like, just give the commissioner more control over stuff. What's up, Cleveland boy? How you doing? Would be tight if you could export 5 teams per user across all seasons of a league. You can play like your year 3 team against somebody's year 6 team or something. It'd be cool if you could just download somebody else's CFM team to scrimmage against. So here, wow, Redskins don't have no young quick. They got Matt Jones, who's quick. But I like Robert Kelly better. But we're going to put Matt Jones in there. Free agency should also be a risk versus reward type of system. Yes, there's no excitement in the draft, and free agents is missing something. I think what is missing is just missing more information. So, for instance, when I go to scouting, let's say I go to scouting and I go to, you know what, I need offensive linemen. So I'm looking at, this left guard or this left tackle, and I'm just like, I need more information than his pass block is B, his impact block is B minus, his run block is C. I would like when you look at the player's card, it gives you some other stuff. Like, for instance, like just something that says, Mitchell Seidman, the left tackle out of Nebraska, has great footwork, and his long arms are key in helping him keep defenders away from the quarterback. He has a 72-inch reach, and he can bench press whatever, and it allows him to keep defenders off his quarterback. Like, just something like that. Just something where there's a little bit more than just pass blocking, impact blocking, and run blocking. Right. I want to see college stats. I want to be able to, again, I want to see their combine. When we get to the combine, I want to be able to see their combine. So, fix the age regressions. By the time they 30 now, they practically worthless. Yo, big shout out to Slaughterhouse 95. Appreciate the follow. By the time they turn 26, they're starting their decline. They're starting their decline. So yeah, straight shot. I want a draft profile. What's up, Bill Hill Goat? Billy Hill Goat. That's what I want. I want just more information on these players than just 3 attributes and where they're from. All right. What else haven't I touched on? I know we haven't touched on the draft or anything, so let's go ahead and advance. Let's advance to the playoffs. Yo, big shout out to the Verboten Virus who is following. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to Shop Nation. Welcome to the stream. You are watching Game Changers Live. What's up, Hollywood Sports? Also, when scouting, their injury history would be good. Yes, right. If they've had any previous injury, that definitely would be good. Been asking for a draft profile for years. I guess I was asking the wrong guys. Now, I don't know who you were asking, but that's definitely something that we've talked to developers about. Talking about players not separating, but offensive linemen all interchangeable. I mean, they should be all interchangeable because that's how it is in the real NFL, but they should also have, to be able to do better at certain spots. That's a great idea from player partner. Renegotiate contracts. I don't know if you can add that to the list. Shop. I mean, I'll add it to the list of what I talked to the devs about. Appreciate that follow, Bill Hill Goat. Welcome to Shop Nation. Wow, so it looks like I made the playoffs. It looks like Deshaun Jackson is back for the playoffs. We already talked about game planning, DM gaming. The one thing about game planning is I want there to be more stats. I want to be able to see plays. Like, I should be able to see like that person's most successful play. Also want to be able to, in practice mode, have more scenarios like 2-minute drill, money drives, stuff like that. Badge Grinder says, can someone sub to me? I'm 13 trying to make my way up. I'm going to be humble. I'm going to say thanks in advance to all my subs. I know Simple Football has been asking for a draft profile for a long time now. Yeah. I mean, it's just something that's, I feel like, is overdue. if you look at Head Coach '09 and you look at how they do their drafts, like it's totally different. Totally different. Yeah, no problem, DM Gaming. Guys, if you don't know, if you have a question that you want me to ask the devs, I'm putting the link in the chat right now. Make sure you go to that video. Make sure you put in the comment section the questions that you want to hear. The questions that you want to hear me ask the devs at EA Play this weekend. I'm so excited. I'm going to be going to EA Play. So excited that, you know what? I want to play somebody in Madden right now. If you're on the PS4 and you want to play a game of Madden, let me know. Hit me up. The automatic regression is ridiculous. Yeah, it can get ridiculous. It could definitely get ridiculous. All right, anybody want to play a game? No? You want to play DM Gaming? Come on, let's play. Send MW Shop a friend's request. And we'll get a game in. Yo, appreciate that, Master Coach 89. Appreciate that follow. So, guys, next year for Madden 18, I will be doing a followers CFM league. Lolo for Life 415. Appreciate the follow, man. I will be doing a following for those who follow me. I'm gonna do a CFM with my followers, my Twitch followers, and my YouTube followers. So, league games in CFM should have built-in spectator options. I agree. I feel like let's say I'm in franchise mode right now. I'm in franchise mode. Like, I want one of these menus on this side to say we got certain games that are live. And I just click the game and it goes live. What's up? I play Naked 2. So, or I want to be able to go to the schedule and look at the schedule, and it tells me which games are live right now, and I should be able to click on them and watch that game from a spectator mode. Yeah, straight shot. You can get in the league. That's a great suggestion, player partner. Not sure they have that capability yet, though. But definitely a great question. Oh, Billy Goat. No, DM Gaming, send me a invite. Send me a friend's request. I gotta have a friend's request before I can play you. What do you want to know about salary cap certified? Whew. Forgot my water. Hold on, let me get my water real quick. Here we go. My PSN is MW Shop. So let me quit out the franchise so you can see. I don't have a salary cap team anymore certified. I mean, I'll play you in draft champions, but I don't have a salary cap team. Let me ask you guys something. So I'm big into franchise, but I ain't gonna lie. Like I like salary cap and draft champions, and I'm probably gonna like MUT squads as well. Um, but people get on me all the time because they see me playing those modes. I'm in a number of franchises, so I can't just like I get ridiculed all the time because they feel like I can't play anything else. What's up, Walking Dead? How you doing, man? What's up, C Dub? How you doing? I mean, again, I'm a franchise, a CFM head, owner of the CFM movement, where we try to make CFM better than it was last year. That's what our goal is. I feel like this year, though, we probably need to get on our hashtag CFM movement a little bit more. We haven't heard anything about CFM this year, which has some people worried. I'm not too worried, but I know some people that are very worried. So we'll see. I thought that whatever mode you want to play, DM Gamer, you tell me which mode. We could play regular teams, draft champions, or we can even play a MUT teams, whatever you want to play. So let me address Jared Lee real quick. He says every year I get let down with CFM. I think you get let down because you expect a lot to happen, because there's a lot that I could probably agree with you that needs to happen in CFM mode. Last year I felt like they did a lot of stuff, but a lot of the stuff that they did was cosmetic. They did do some great things though. They did do some good stuff. I love the game planning that they implemented last year. I loved some of the other stuff, but last year I can understand why some people felt left down. I think they felt left down because EA came out and was like, yo, this is the best CFM, jump that we've had in years. And it was a good CFM. There was a lot of progress made, but I just, I haven't seen Madden 18 CFM this year. I haven't seen Madden 18 at all. But I'm hoping that they didn't rest on their laurels, and I hope that they come out and give us some information that we're going to like. I think we should make a league on connected franchise. We will. When Madden 18 comes, I will have a league for all of my followers to participate. We'll play, I don't know, we might play one game a week or 2 games a week with a premiere game on the show. So every Tuesday night we might do like, have a new show or something like that. We'll see. Okay, that was you. Who they Bengals? All right. Where my boy at? He said he was gonna send me an invite. I mean, he sent me a friend request. Where's Rider 06 at? Again, I'll be friends with anybody. Draft champions? Okay, cool. Let's go to draft champions. Yeah, I'll play you, C-Dub. Alright, I'm going to reset my draft. I don't even know who I had. hold on, Ryder. Let me reset my draft real quick. I don't know. This draft is kind of tough though. Mel Blanc, Trufant. Yeah, I'm gonna reset my draft. Do I play NBA 2K? I have 2K, but I'm not really a 2K guy. BDHS Kings, we will be starting a franchise in Madden NFL 18. All right, we gotta go with Chuck Pagano. I like Chuck Pagano's play. Yo, appreciate that, Joe 963. Oh, gotta go with the GOAT, right? GOAT Tom Brady. Oh, the 94 Chad Johnson. Oh, Deion Jones. Geno Atkins, Parker, or Zachary Orr. You know what? Let's go with Geno. Oh, Julio, Andre Williams, Nick O'Leary. Oh, Julio and Chad. That's not even fair. That's not even fair. Now I need a running back, and I do not want to get caught with Jeremy Hill, but I might get caught with Jeremy Hill. So I don't know if they're going to give me another running back. I done passed up 3 already. Marcellus Wiley? Nah. Jonathan Joseph is... Will Compton? I love Will Compton. I'm a Redskin, so... But it'd be nice to have another speedy corner. Let's go with Janoris Jenkins. Whew. Another offensive lineman. Oh, Bilal Powell. They're gonna make me take another running back. All right. Hold on. What's Jeremy Hill's speed? 85. Goodness gracious. I hope in 18 someone does the same play over and over again on RD. Should be able to pick up what they're doing, not just staying there acting like they don't know what's coming. Someone is running nothing but all verts the entire game. Oh, I gotta take Joseph Ajay. That's my dude. Ooh, Charles Haley though? Nah. Michael Strahan? Oh my goodness. Le'Veon Bell. Lawyer Malloy. Or Jordan Reed. You know what? Let's go with Lawyer. I thought I had an 87 at first. All right, let's go ahead and find Ryder. All right, I sent the invite, Ryder. Let's go. Last week, if you follow me last week, we didn't have a good night last week. Last week, I think we went 0-2. It's pretty ugly. We'll see what's going on Walking Dead. And of course he's the Cowboys, right? Because I can't play anybody else but the Cowboys. Yo, I appreciate that, C-Dub. Cooper, Jerry Rice. Okay. Yo, appreciate that TNT Soul 10. Appreciate the follow, man.
So I'm playing the actual EA game changer. Like if you go into Madden, it's got a thing at the bottom left that says something about game changers. And if you click on that stream, that's who I'm playing right now, y'all. So I went into the chat and started chopping it up with them and stuff like that. So
oh, fumble. Come on. Oh, you're not a Cowboys fan. Okay. You got any draft tips on franchise? Yeah, I definitely do have draft tips. Tip number 1. If you're not top 10 draft pick, draft for need.
but it's, he's real knowledgeable about Madden and stuff like that. A lot of the same stuff we've been hitting on the channel, he been talking about. Nah, I ain't a Cowboys fan. I'm getting everything you say a little bit late, so I'm still listening to the live stream, bro.
All right, no worries. Oh. Straight Shot says, I have no idea how long I've been following. I've been around for a long time. Yo, I appreciate everybody who is coming out and being a part of the stream. I want to see the defense. Hunter Iggy says, I want to see the defense and offense numbers and the overall like that do on Madden in NBA Live 18. What do you mean specifically, Hunter? All right, let's see what we're working with here. All right, good. We got the deuce close. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Make sure you stick that follow button for me.
Like, I think the biggest thing that we're excited about with Madden is the defensive improvements, man. Because, like, I played cornerback in college, so being able to have more interaction with the cornerbacks and stuff like that, man, that's super exciting to me. The wide receiver DB matchups. I hope it extends outside of Madden Ultimate Team. I hope it plays in the franchise mode and stuff like that as well.
Three speedy wide receivers. Okay. Oh. Why is my whole offensive line down the field? Let's go. Better gameplay should be in all modes. Like, gameplay is something that definitely I know that they worked on a lot this year. I know they brought down a lot of competitive guys to help work on the gameplay. So we'll see how gameplay turns out, but gameplay definitely should be in every mode. All right. Oh, I got you. I got you, Iggy. I got you, Iggy. So if you click on a team on Madden, it shows the defense and offense and their overall on the underneath logos for each team. So you want to see that for live as well.
Come on, man.
He almost got out of there. He almost got out of there. He almost got out of there.
Shop, let me ask you something if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
With the whole with the have you been able to see, like, is there graphic improvements to the actual players on the field and stuff?
No, I haven't seen the game, so I could tell you that I haven't seen the game yet. I think though with the frostbite, what you will get is you'll get better presentation, you'll get better field degradation, you'll get better weather. But as far as player models is concerned, I don't think you'll get better player models. Give me that! Come on. Yeah, I think the presentation is going to be very good. I think Frostbite will add a lot to the atmosphere, add to the crowds, and all of that.
That's what I figured too. That's what I kind of told everybody on the channel, was that I think the player models will essentially be the same. The stuff that you'll see a difference in is the lighting and stuff like that the players have. You know, the yeah, the crowds, the stadium, the actual playing surface and stuff like that will be better. But I think the actual player models will kind of be the same. They might upgrade a little bit, I think, as far as like the jerseys and stuff. But one of the biggest things we was wanting is like upgrades to the actual sidelines, man.
Yeah, they definitely need upgrades to the sidelines. Come on, baby. Come on, get that. Yeah, celebration should be better as well.
Oh man.
There we go.
Going on.
Good job, Hall. Did you ask Ryan Santos about the pre-order on NBA Live 18 when you were at the event? No, I did talk to Ryan Santos, but I didn't talk to him about the pre-order.
And then too, let me ask you this, Street, because like, do you think that they would actually put like a superstar mode in the game? Because I know like story mode gonna be story mode, but like as far as like a career superstar mode that could potentially give us some of the same kind of stuff that we may see in story mode outside of the story. Do you wish that they would put something like that in the game, or kind of expand on the whole single player connected franchise where you actually get to determine where you go in the draft and stuff like that, as opposed to just selecting that you want to be like a first round pick and stuff?
Yeah, it's funny because I don't think story mode is gonna be as broad as people think. I think people think story mode and they think of my player in 2K, and I don't think you're gonna have those same choices. I actually think the story mode in Madden, and remember, I haven't seen it or heard about it or anything, but I think it's gonna be very linear. I think it's gonna be like a one story thing that everybody can go through. I don't think it's going to be a lot of different choices. I mean, if you look at the FIFA journey, I think it was sort of the same way. It wasn't a lot of choices. It was very linear. I think that's what the Madden story mode is going to be like. Here we go.
I figured that too, because that's what we kind of talked about on the channel. At first it was a lot of speculation about that, but after looking at how they did with FIFA and stuff, we came to that conclusion that it's probably gonna be the
Oh
same
my
type of thing.
goodness.
That's why I was kind of hoping that, okay, if that's gonna be that way, like for instance, say if we do see the combine in story mode, that it would be real cool if we could actually uh, have the combine or something of that sort, like in previous Maddens, in a separate career or superstar type mode.
Right. No, I get you. Yeah, I just don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, he overthrew that one. Go for it. All right.
And then do you think they'll do like they did with FIFA story mode where you kind of earn rewards and stuff that goes towards Ultimate Team? Oh, get rid of it, Cam. Come on, man.
Say that again, Ryder. Do I think they're gonna add like goals and stuff?
I was saying, like, you know how in FIFA, yeah, like, you know how in FIFA is their story mode, you kind of unlock stuff that went towards like the FIFA Ultimate Team stuff. Do you think they'll kind of take that same route with story mode in Madden? Because what I'm trying to get a grasp on is how where's the replay availability in story mode? Like, I know it's going to be awesome. I know a lot of people are going to play it, but is it going to be, you know, I wonder, are they trying to set up a mode that's going to last till the next Madden comes out, you know, something to that effect?
Yeah. So yeah, I think there will be some Ultimate Team, some MUT tie into that, but I don't see how a linear story mode can have replay value. So we'll see. We'll see though. I haven't played the journey in FIFA, so I don't know too much about that.
I got you, and I understand that too. That's why I said I'm trying to grasp my head around it, because I just can't see how it's like people are gonna be playing this for the first couple weeks, and then that's it, and you won't hear anything else about story mode, you know. So, you know, I wonder, like, is it a waste to put it in the game in the first place? You know, could that have taken up space for something else? Could have been in the game. Like, I guess one of the things we just have to watch and see how it plays out. But we're definitely excited to play it.
Yeah, I think my concern is you got MUT squads, you know, with OTP coming back. You got this story mode. Like, I'm trying to figure out like where's CFM in retrospect to all of that. What's up, Boston sports fan? How you doing, man?
Yeah, same thing here. That's why I guess we was kind of hoping, like, you know, that they do a little bit more for franchise mode. But I know Rex commented in his various interviews that he kind of feels that Ultimate Team has been left out with the 100% increase in franchise mode this year, or this, you know, with the 17-year model that you know he wanted to give something back to Ultimate Team. So kind of nervous too. I kind of feel like franchise mode will kind of be the same thing, just with probably a little bit of small implementations here and there.
Yeah, see, I worry about that as well. But I mean, we won't know for sure. But yeah, I mean, I haven't heard them directly, but I've heard them, you know, sort of talk about, oh, we think franchise mode is good where it's at. But as we know, as guys who are in franchise mode all the time know, it is not good. Like it definitely needs to be improved. And so it worries me when I hear those comments are made, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if it's as good as you think it is. Like there's guys that still play it, but is it really that good? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, same thing here. Like a lot of us really, really love playing franchise mode. Like that's what I've always played was franchise mode. So, getting in a mode like that, being able to do stuff, to me it seems so repetitive. And like, you hit on a lot of those points earlier in the stream. And I kind of question a lot of that stuff, like with drafting and free agency and stuff. It doesn't seem like it's there, it's fun, but it doesn't seem engaging. It's nothing there that kind of just sucks you into it and says this is super important.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like something that can make or break your franchise.
Right. And I think that's what I harp on a lot is like you don't really have to be paying attention to do some of that stuff. Like you don't really have to be paying attention to scouting. You can scout whoever you want. It really doesn't matter that much. I don't know, man. I just think there's so like I don't know if you played Head Coach '09, but if you played Head Coach '09, like that franchise mode is so above and beyond anything that CFM has in it.
Yeah, we actually talked about that in the live stream that I had earlier today on the channel, man. That somebody asked me what they would like the coaching mode to be like that. I said, well, I would like to still be able to control my team, but I really wish that they would actually implement, like as far as the game planning and all of that kind of stuff into Madden. Kind of take away from that. Take away from that aspect. That way, you could place that into Madden, and that would give you tremendous depth. Especially like with practice, being in shell instead of full pads, scheduling workouts and all that stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I would take the ugly graphics. Like, I would take the ugly graphics and all of that to be able to play Head Coach '09 on PS4. I would even. But I have to be able to control my guys though. Like I got to be able to control my guys. Like if they could just port over the game and let me control my guys, and that's it, I'd be fine. I'd be fine. That game is awesome. Oh, didn't mean to throw that.
Yes. Same here. I'd be fine with that because that was the biggest draw for me. That was hard to actually get into that particular game because I love the game plan. I fell in love with that part of it. But when it came down to actually playing the game, it's tough to get into it because I guess we're so accustomed to actually controlling our players and stuff like that. Yeah, I want that kind of depth. Like I really would like a franchise mode that's so in depth that it's almost too much. You see what I'm saying? And then also streamline it to where if you want to skip over stuff like that and get into the actual game, you can do that. But if you're one of the ones that's attention to detail like me, then you can dig in and really have fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's definitely can be a lot. Like it can be a lot But at the same time, I don't mind. Like, I'm fine with it being a lot. Wow.
And then too, tease your mind with this. You know how Madden was previously on like the 360 and the PlayStation 3, and we know how those older consoles can hold back a game, similar to how it was with games like Destiny and stuff like that, where the game was kind of held back with those consoles.
All right.
So with it only being on next generation consoles, do you think that we'll begin to see what they can truly do with these next generation consoles? With those consoles having more powers and things like that, and memory and stuff of that nature.
I mean, how long has PS4 and Xbox One been out? I feel like they should have already been. I feel like they should have already been able to harness the power of it. I think what I have a problem with is that every 3 years or so, EA changes their engine. And in the first year, you never see the full potential of like the Ignite engine. Hey guys, make sure you go to this website.
But like back on PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3, you had two totally different versions of the game. Like there was stuff in the PlayStation 3 version of the game that wasn't in the PlayStation 2 version of the game. However, when they went up to PlayStation 3 and 4, it was the exact same thing. The only difference was a graphical upgrade, that played into the hands of the game, So, I could see it from that aspect. And then, same thing like you're saying.
Right. Oh, get it. Ooh.
And then, like, with consoles out now, like, you got PlayStation 4 Pro, are they going to do an enhanced version? And, EA got the deal with Xbox, or are they going to do a special version for, Project Scorpio and things of that nature? Like, there's so much, it seems like there's so much left on the shelf that they didn't put all of it into one game type of thing. So, I don't know. That's something that we kind of throw around and play with and toy with, because I understand how last year can hold a game back.
Right. Yeah, see, I don't know. Like, I don't see any developers creating different stuff for the Pro. I have a PS4 Pro, but I have a 4K TV. So but I don't see developers making that.
Yeah, same setup here. I got the same thing. Got the PlayStation 4, the 4K TV. I understand they're not going to make a separate game for it, but do you think that they'll do like a 4K resolution for the game?
Oh,
stuff like that.
Yeah, they might do that. They might do that.
And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
And his kick is right through.
And then too, I know you might already mention this to some of your fans. I just subscribe to the YouTube channel and stuff like that, so I'm a little new to what you're doing. I already like it. I appreciate it. So I picked your brain just like I picked the people brain on the channel. Like, what are you most excited about for Madden 18?
I guess what I'm most excited about right now, there's still not a lot of information that's coming out. But I'm excited about the possibility of. I feel like man, DB wide receiver, DB on best wide receiver is coming back. Like, I feel like it's coming back. I mean, there hasn't been any official announcement, but I feel like it's coming back. But I don't know. I'm kind of interested in MUT squads, to be honest with you, because I haven't heard anything about CFM. I'm kind of interested in MUT squads and what it has to offer. Everybody that I know that have played it, that have went out to EA and played it, said they had a blast. Like, they had the best time they've ever had playing Madden. So if that's true,
and Rex alluded to in a tweet, saying that positional advantages would be really, really big and stuff like that. He said get used to hearing that, and I think that's real huge.
what about you? What are you most excited about out of everything that you've heard so far?
Out of everything that I heard so far, like I said, I was a DB in college, so I love playing with the defense, the cornerbacks. To me, hearing that they would possibly be improving that, like I said, I know it was in a Madden Ultimate Team type thing. That's why I was hoping that it's going to be in the actual game play as well. But with the defensive backs, having that battle out there on the edge and that risk versus reward type of thing. Because let's be real, you play Madden 17. The corners don't play like real cornerbacks. They don't play in the hip pocket of the wide receiver. Their man coverage is lackluster. They're not aggressive at the line of scrimmage, even for the physical corners like Pat Pete. And so, a defensive improvements, from what I'm hearing so far, I'm really stoked about that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. It should be very interesting. Like I said, I can't wait to go to EA Play and be able to play it for a couple of days and be able to give my feedback after that.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I got the ticket, but I unfortunately I can't make it out to California, man. Finances and stuff like that, the average American issue. But man, I'm really excited about that. We actually got some collaborations coming up with a channel on ours with sports news now on YouTube. So we'll have a pretty big weekend playing sports, getting that information out, and hearing what y'all guys got to say and bring back to the community. Man, I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. Yeah, unfortunately, I wanted to do a show next Tuesday, but I won't even be able to fly back until like 9. So I'm thinking about doing a special Game Changers Live and probably have some guys that were out there on the show to give their impressions on the game.
That's cool, man. I think the community will really like that. Um, Also, I got a couple of guys on the channel that's trying to get their channels up and running and stuff like that. And I like to give them advice and stuff like that. And me myself wanting to be a game changer one day. So like for people like me and people like them that's building, could you give any advice and stuff like that kind of helped you along the way, or stuff that you had to overcome that we might can avoid with some good advice?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest advice I will give you is that, try to do something. I feel like everybody in the community is doing the same thing. Like there's just a lot of mud stuff going on. But the biggest thing is to get known by the developers. Give your feedback straight to, the developers, and that's how guys become game changers right now. Like, they do look at your reach and how many subscribers and stuff that you've gotten. But for the most part, if you're giving great feedback straight to the developers, like guys like Rex and Clint can tell the community manager, hey, I want this guy to come down and play the game early and be able to give us feedback right there. But to be honest, I don't think, especially if you're just starting off, you're not going to make it through your YouTube unless you do all feedback videos. Like if you have feedback videos and you send them to Rex and Clint and they like them, then yeah, they could probably make something happen for you. It wasn't like back when I got into the group where it was what are you doing for the community? Like what sets you apart in the community that nobody else is doing? That's what they were looking for before. Right now they're looking for reach and good feedback. So hopefully that helps.
Got you. Because on our channel, I don't ever do like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of Madden Ultimate Team. I like Draft Champions, but I'm not a fan of Ultimate Team. I'm more of franchise mode, old school with it. Um, but as far as like feedback and stuff like that, yeah, I really hadn't been doing that. Really just been kind of engaging and building a community base and stuff like that. Like our YouTube channel started about a month and a half ago, and we're almost at 1,000 subscribers and stuff like that. So we're definitely growing in that regard. But that feedback, man, I really appreciate it. And for the guys that's listening on our channel, they really appreciate it as well, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm always looking to help the community. All right, good game, man. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me today. I don't think I'm gonna be able to play anymore. Appreciate everybody stopping by. I'm gonna drop the link to the video one more time. Please go out to that link and post in the comment section your questions that you want me to ask the developers at EA Play this week. Walking Dead, we'll play another time, man. I know, man, but it's getting late. Brother gotta go to work in the morning. So again, I do this every Tuesday. Probably won't have a show next Tuesday, but I might have a show next Wednesday. So make sure you just follow me on Twitter at Shotmaster. Stick that like button if you're on YouTube, and guys, again, I appreciate it. Make sure you follow me and keep it locked to my Twitter. I'm be doing a lot of periscoping while I'm out there. I'm gonna be doing a lot of vlogging, so you don't want to miss all the action. I want to take you guys with me as much as I can. I got everything I need. So again, I appreciate you guys. Should do shop. Signing off. I'm out.